Everybody's not friends.
Hey everyone, want to learn about Everybody's Not Friends? What is this project? Who's behind it? What's going on this YouTube channel? Well, come spend a few minutes with me. I'll tell you all about it.
Everybody's not friends, here we go. Everybody's not friends, animator show. Everybody's not friends, and that's okay. You're gonna be just fine either way. Everybody's not friends.
I'm Time Beam. I am the artist, creator, animator. I also create music. But I'm the guy behind Everybody's Not Friends. This is a project I've been working on for years now, actually. It all got started for me back in like 2010, 2011. I really got into 3D modeling, 3D animation, took some courses down at SVA specifically for 3D modeling. And then that just kind of set me off on a course to learn as much as I could. I got so intrigued with this stuff. So I took a lot of online courses, a lot of YouTube videos. It's amazing what you can learn today just by going online and finding different resources. But I was able to learn enough to put together a short animated film called Cubby and Friends. I submitted it to a bunch of film festivals. It did get into the Big Apple Film Festival in New York City, and it actually ended up winning Best Animated Film. And that was surprising to me. It gave me a lot of confidence and hope in the potential of continuing to be a creator. It gave me some validation as an artist. So made me feel good and kept me on this path of creating. Over the years, I've been creating these different characters. And about 2 years ago, as NFTs and digital collectibles started to become popular, I created a collection on Ibisus Bay. I partnered with those guys. I put out a 200 character collection, and it took about a year, but people ended up buying and now holding all of the characters. So we have a cool little community that we've built up. We have a Discord channel. We do a lot on there, not only from just like, networking and, engaging with new people, but also sharing a lot of artwork, music, ideas for the project, animations, jokes, etc. So I really love to engage with the community and the holders of the artwork, just in terms of getting their feedback on different characters, jokes. Some community members will submit voiceovers, and I'll use those in some of the short animations I make with these characters. But I wanted to make a video today to explain, what I'm doing with this project, what is Everybody's Not Friends, and what we're trying to do is to build up a YouTube channel here. And get to the point where we can join the YouTube partner program and start to earn some ad revenue. I want to bring utility to my digital collectible side of things. So anyone that holds a character, whether that's from the original Ibisus Bay collection or the new Nifty Island collection, if you hold a character, you will be entitled to a portion of that YouTube ad revenue. When we get there, when we get into the partner program, we actually start earning some revenue. I am going to designate 10% of that just to holders and distribute that. I don't know if it'll be on a monthly or quarterly basis, but we'll figure it out. And I don't want to put the cart ahead of the horse. So we still have a lot of work to do, and we've been working on this. This has been, again, a passion project of mine for over 2 years now. So I wanted to, make this video, show you a little bit about what I've been working on, and I'm going to switch over here to show my screen, and we can jump into some details of the project. So here's the main web page. If you go to timebeam.myportfolio.com/everybody's-not-friends, I'm actually on the Gen 2 page here, but you can go to About. You could read a little bit about me. If you go to the project section, you'll see a lot of the stuff that I work on. I do create a lot of music. I do have some original games that I've created from the characters. I do a lot of one-to-one art. I can show you some of that. Short films and media. If we click on this page, you can actually go and watch the original film I made. If I scroll to the bottom here, original film was Cubby and Friends, which won the Best Animated Film award at the Big Apple Film Festival. I started a little kids channel called Kiddo Video. You know, we got a lot of views on this Wheels on the Bus video. I think it has over close to 500,000 views, but over the years I've been making all these animations. I made some 2D animations. I've made numerous 3D animations. My Zombie Morning is kind of like a really classic film. My buddy Tom wrote, and their dad actually did the voiceover, a lot of the voiceovers. We did some other voiceovers, but a lot of fun, this project. This is over 10 years ago, but I always kind of revert back to this project because I used a lot of the characters in the Everybody's Not Friends project in this film, and it's just a classic. And you will see a theme running through some of my videos. Some are more kids oriented, but you know, the Everybody's Not Friends project is a little bit more edgy. There is some cartoon violence, and we do some really zany stuff. The Wild West is a little series I created. I've only done one episode so far, but I'm so excited to do more because I just love this theme. And the original story was like a little skit me and my buddies recorded. So I used the audio and I recreated it in 3D. Fun little animated episode. Hot Dog Superhero. This is one of the animated shorts I've made for Everybody's Not Friends. Funny little story. Go watch it. I have now made 2 episodes of the Everybody's Not Friends show. Episode 1 is kind of very introductory. It gives you an overview of, you know, who some of the characters are. There are a lot of characters. I can't introduce everyone in the first episode, but kind of give you an idea of some of the different groups of characters, how they interact, and you know, where they live in the town, etc. And then episode 2 gets really exciting at the end because this is where I get really more into like a specific story, and I've been working on episode 3 where it's really like a zombie outbreak occurs. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun. But I do love zombies. I think you'll see that. But yeah, if I jump over here to projects and we were to go over to Everybody's Not Friends, this is our main project page, timebeam.myportfolio.com/everybody's-friends. But you can read about the project here. There's a lot of details, you know, links to our Discord, and, you know, me talking about, you know, our goal with this YouTube channel, building up this community, continuing to create crazy, funny animations, and there's a roadmap of the project. You can also see all of these different characters I created. And there's a lot of, you know, pretty unique guys in here. I had a lot of fun creating these characters. They're all one-to-ones. They're all handcrafted. One of the unique things I do with these characters is they are built out in 3D, but I do a lot of 2D texture work for their faces. So these guys, I do a lot of, you know, I will design their faces in like Adobe Illustrator and use that as a texture map on a 3D model. But I also animate those 2D faces in After Effects, and I can bring that into Blender. I use Blender as my animation platform, but I can bring that in and, you know, map those 2D animations onto their faces. So pretty unique. I do see some other animators and studios doing that, so it's not 100% unique, but definitely a little bit different. You could watch the 2 different episodes of the ENF show. So that's the main project page. If I'm to jump over now to Everybody's Not Friends, our Gen 2 collection, what you'll see here is another set of characters, and this is going to slowly evolve over time. The thing that makes this Gen 2 unique is that I'm doing this project through Nifty Island Marketplace, one, because it gives me a lot of flexibility. I don't have to have a set of 200 or 300 characters ready to go and then post as a collection. I can make characters over time and post them one by one. So it gives me a lot of flexibility. I just like that. The other nice thing is you not only get a traditional NFT via like OpenSea, but you also can use these characters immediately in the Nifty Island game, which is really awesome. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll see a lot of videos of the community playing Nifty Island, or just me playing Nifty Island with different characters. And Nifty Island is really interesting. It's a awesome game. A lot of different communities and people involved with it, and it's play to earn. So as you're playing, you can earn tokens. But I do a lot of other things with this artwork. I do sell canvas prints. So if you're ever interested in getting a physical representation of one of these characters, I love getting these printed on 3D canvases. And I do participate in some art shows locally here in Miami, and I have sold some of these canvases. Here's one right here, my Jason guy. Pretty cool, eh? Yeah, so a lot of fun. And I'm also, as part of this project, working on a comic book. Those are the 2 big things I'm working on right now, is episode 3 of the ENF show, as well as a comic book. Sorry, I'm just trying to hang this picture back up. But so yeah, come on my website, timebeam.myportfolio.com. Check out what we got going on. I will show you this. This is the listing of the original character collection on Ibizu's Bay. You can scroll through. You see there are some characters that you could buy right now for sale, $136. Not a bad deal in my mind. Most of the characters, though, you'll see if you scroll down, are not listed. Someone's holding those. You can make offers on them. But the cool thing is, if you wanted to join in our community, you don't have to hold one of the characters. You can just come in and participate in Nifty Island, our Discord, watch our YouTube videos. But if you wanted to be part of the community and be a benefiter of what ultimately I hope to bring as a utility through ad revenue on our YouTube channel, then you would need to hold a character. But here's our YouTube channel. This is what I've been working so hard to build up. I do try to post short videos, YouTube shorts, as frequently as possible. So you can see we get a lot of views on our YouTube shorts. One of the unfortunate things with YouTube is, those short views and that watch time doesn't go towards what you need to accumulate to join the partner program. It's really all based on these long form videos. So yeah, any support you could give us in that way. We do have some really great content on here. Like I said, a lot of videos of me and the community playing Nifty Island. Nifty Island has death matches, capture the flag, shootouts. They just added fishing, which is a lot of fun. But I do a lot of other things too. Like I made these 2 decode the secret message videos. These last 2 videos, I actually gave away a physical canvas print as a prize if you were the first to decode the message. Funny enough, the same guy won both times. So I have a really smart decoder in my community. So I got to up my game in terms of these puzzle challenges. Here is a video of It's more of like an animatic. It's just showing off some of the initial artwork I'm doing and kind of paints the picture of the story for the comic book that I'm working on. And that'll be the first ENF comic book. That as well, any sales that I get for the comic book, 10% of that will go back to the community. All other revenue will be used to just continue to build up this project. My ultimate goal is to hire a comedy writer, hire some additional animators, be able to like really push the level of content that we're putting out and the amount of content we're putting out. Animations take a considerable amount of time to produce, and so for me being just one person doing all this, there's only so much I can do, right? But I do put a lot of time and effort into this. There's some funny music videos, with a hot dog guy dancing, little skits about Mr. AI. This is really funny. I think it is a funny beer commercial parody. So you can see we just do silly stuff, some Trump and Biden skits. So really fun project, a lot of silly animations, great community, would love additional support. The other thing I wanted to show you was just our other listing here. I have everything listed on Nifty Island through TimeBeam, but this is like the little marketplace we have. We do have a community pass, so you can join our community. And I don't have any friends listed as of right now. I let the listings expire just because I've been busy, but I will relist these for sale. I do have someone asking me to buy some additional characters. But I've created characters in here. I've created weapons that you can use in the game. I've created buildings. These base buildings are really pretty cool. You could decorate them with art and furniture in the game. I have a whole number of drones that I've created from different characters' heads. So again, a lot of fun. I've got Slender Man here. I've got Humpty Dumpty. We've got Bigfoot. He's classic. You got Santa Claus, Trump. So pretty silly, but a lot of fun. But really for us as a community and a project, and me as an artist, I'm really trying to push the boundaries of this YouTube channel, because I think that's where the big utility will ultimately come for this project. So any support you can give us, much appreciated. If you subscribe and like and comment on any of our videos. I'm going to make more of these type of videos. Maybe I'll make a video where I show myself creating a character. I can dive into the comic book, where I'm at so far. The comic book, a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. But I think I now have like 12 pages done of a comic book, so really excited about that. I'm going to try to print that through Amazon, their whole Kindle service. But also working on episode 3 of the Everybody's Not Friends show. I would really love for this to, be just a funny show that you can come to our page and watch and get into. And I'm open to story ideas too. There's a lot of potential with stories and characters. So if you have any good ideas, please submit them in the comments or directly contact me through Discord. That's one thing. I'm always available to my community, and I'm very involved. So reach out, get involved. Come watch some of our videos, and if you ever have any questions, feel free to ping me. TimeBeam, again, I'm an artist, a creator, musician, and this is my passion. This is something I just love to do, and we've now built up a small community, but would love to see it get bigger and evolve over time. So appreciate your time today, and hopefully we can connect in the future, and you will come and check out Everybody's Not Friends, our YouTube channel and our project, and really appreciate your time. So thank you and peace.
Everybody's not friends.